Not all the videos are super fantastic. No one really ever rates me, and I'm not getting half the hits that I should. I'm not getting half the likes that I should. Half the likes? What lakes? You're talking about lakes? I didn't see any lakes. Do you know why I made this video? Oh, it's okay. You don't have to like me or anything. I'm not really allowed to say this. I have to shut my mouth. I'm not allowed to ask people to say, hey, like me, you know. Do people actually know what it means to like a video? If a video is cool, man, like different, you like it. Either it's cool, it's definitely some sort of science fiction. They're not all the greatest videos, but when you watch a movie, when they're sitting in the office and talking like this, how great is the movie? All you hear is a couple of words. But it's really weird in here. I see shadows. It's really weird. And it's even more shadowy when I have my camera on and the light shines into me. Look into my eyes. You see my eyes here? See my eyes? I can't touch the light. Look, I can't touch the light. I'm blocking the light from you. See the two lights? You must wear yellow glasses and drink more of the apple cider than anything else. Keep away from anything that's yellow. Anything that says 100% vitamin C, I don't think so. Even when you go and buy regular juices, they say 100% vitamin C. Even when I go, what does it mean from concentrate? I bought some grape juice. It said from concentrate. They added water. Why add water? I don't get it. 100 years ago, hey, honey, we'll add a little water to bring down the sweetness. I want them to tell me why they're doing this. You see, I'm not a smart guy. I don't know these things. Like, I mean, if you're going to ask me some questions and expect me to guess half of what you want to ask me, it's not going to work. Because then I have to use my mind to think, and all of a sudden, I'm in your world, and I'm no longer in mine, and I have my whole project. I have to put down my books and put down my pen because you haven't asked me a whole question. When you ask me a question, please ask me the whole question. So it's easier for me, so I don't have to guess, well, do I do it this way, or usually I'll go out in each direction. Anyways, but it's got to be whole, because we're wholesome, and I showed you this. Do you see anything in this? See the guy? See the guy with the hat? See this guy? Here's his two hands. See the V over here? See down below, it's his feet? He's got, this is the size of a dice cube. Is it not the size of the dice cube? The cat is holding the cow is holding the dice cube. Now, if we want, right? How can I do this? See the animal now? It's no longer the same animal. Take a look in this corner. You see this little piece over here? It's a turkey. Here's his tail on this side. Here's the turkey on that side. See how things can be easily manipulated? See, on this side, we have the mouse. Now take a look at the mouse. Look at the ears. 1, 2. 2 ears. You see the way this piece is on it, the black piece? It shows you it's part of the C-clip. This is a triangle, and these are the two worlds. In between, goes this little dice over here. I mean, you must have saw like this shirt already. When this began, sometimes I just want to come out here and talk, so if you don't watch the video, that's okay. I just need to exalt myself. When God said exalt yourself, He says get everything out from inside of you. You keep it inside, your mind's going to bust. There's only so much room in there. It has to go in and out from the star system. While one thought's going out, how does the other thought comes in? In this system, it's very hard to do. Exalt yourself. Speak it out. When you start to lie and you start to deceive, all of a sudden, the mechanisms in the matrix no longer work the same. The matrix goes, oh my God, there's a thief in the house. Why is there a thief in the house? Because you're cheating yourself. When you put the words number 1, 2, and 3 together, what do you get? 5. And when you put it together in the gematria world, you get creation. 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, and it's a pig's pregnancy. When you put 1 together with 0, it's 34, and 0's value is 54. It equals 88. 0, 1 is 88, the two houses of 8 and 8. You want to take 9 and 5, it's 84. It's a creation of space. You want to take 6 and 2, 2 is 58, 6 is 52, 58, 52, 100, 110 floors in the Twin Towers. Remember the numbers. 2 and 6, House of the Dog. 258, 652, 110. House of the Dog, 2 Twin Towers go down. Number 3, you got 56. 5 and 6, 5 times 6 creates the game. Creates the game for this. We're going to take, what, 3 and 6? Well, that's creation of the angel resident. 3 is 56. 6 is 52. 56. Let's go 50 and 50 is 100. Plus 6 is 106. Plus 2 is 108. That's also the Twin Towers. Why? Because when you have 2 dice, you have the in-between space that counts for a floor. When you get up to the top and you look up, you say there's a ceiling. The other guy says, well, if there's a ceiling, let's go walk on it. Let's walk on the ceiling, but from the other side. It makes 111. 111 is the gematria tree for the roulette table. The roulette table is 1 to 18, in which if I'm thinking properly, whether it's when you look, what kind of rectangle is inside the shape, because it's 3 by 4. I'm always calculating 3 by 4, 75%. 3 out of 4 dentists, there are 4, but the 4 went the other way. If you have 4, take away 1, you have 3. You have 75%, but since he's got 25%, you got 75, now you only got 50%. Let's put number 10, the word 10 equals 39. So if 10 equals 39, 10 and 6 makes it 16. 39 and 16 makes it 55. And now everything starts connecting now, because we got to not go there. Just let's go back to 10 again. 10 becomes 16, it becomes 7. So now you have 7 and 39. Why 39? Because in geometrical count, 7 is 39 and 7 is 46. And now we're going to go back to Earth and Mars and the Moon again. Earth, Mars, and the Moon. There's no you. There's no you. There's no you. No, never was. There's no you in Earth and there's no you in Mars. There's no moon on Venus and there's no moon on Mercury. So what do we do when there's no moon? We do it like this. We call it double zero in roulette is because of what they did to Venus. The zero, the no moon on Mercury, 0 moon equals to 57, or the word 0 equals to 54, plus, which is also the sun, plus 57 equals to 111 stories of the Twin Towers. And I can keep going on and on, but I think my time is up. Please tell me not late. Okay, it's 311. Oh my God, it's 311. That's weird. Wow, you know why? Because it takes 6 and 6 to make 7 and 7, so you have 377. 3 times 7 is 21. 21 by 7 is 148. Wow. What does that mean? I have no idea. I gotta go to bed. It'll mean something if I use my brains, but I can't use any of my brains because I ain't functioning no more. And I don't know, should I act like the hockey players and keep my Stanley Cup beard on? Because Stan Lee Key to the Cup is all about Chicago, Detroit, Toronto, Montreal, Boston, and New York. And when you do that, it makes the Big Dipper. There's something going on with the original 6 hockey teams. Why? Because the players had numbers on their shirt. So now you have to take the original 6 hockey teams and the numbers on their shirt. If you look at the deck of cards, the Queen, all the Queens have flowers. The Jack of Clubs and the Jack of Hearts both have a flower or a leaf. So Guy Lafleur was number 10 and he has a leaf. So we have to take the original Stanley Cup players that won Stanley Cups and go through that. And we can do the whole team, baseball, football, hockey, soccer, airplanes. Oh, 1776 is all about 747. And chickens can't fly anyways. Why? Because it's all on one side. A-L-L, the wings are two on one side. A-L-L, L-L, L, oh my God. L, she is it all. Oh my God, if it's a girl running it, L, oh no. No. The Middle East, something's up. They want to, Israel's going to take, I shouldn't even say this because it's not fair, but people are being tricked. I think they want to take Israel because of the Suez Canal, and around there, I think one of the Vega cards underneath the water. Okay, it has to stay near water because it's got to stay cool. That's why you can't do things at certain times, because they're watching these Vega cards. These computer updates are coming in from the outside world. We're not all over here on this planet Earth. Some of us are under and below, and other ones are somewhere in the sky. Maybe on Mars, maybe on Uranus. But for now, Raphael 7386 in the constellation of Pegasus. Wow. If you want to know about the cell, it's in the can. There's a cell in your ass. I'm sorry to speak that way, but I just looked on my face here, and it said cancel. If you cancel, it says can and cell. The cell is in the can is in your ass. And there's a lot more I can do like that, and I don't joke around like that. I'm really, really serious. Really serious. This all started with Dragon Ball Z, if anybody wants to know. Return of the Last Sig Test, Sigmund Freud. I haven't jumped into Darwin yet. I haven't jumped into Sigmund Freud yet. I really haven't jumped into Walt Disney too much, or how about Blue's Clues and Barney and all the shows, the Jetsons and the Flintstones and Big Slate and oh my God. There's nothing we can't touch. And anyways, the pig's pregnancy is 114 days, which adds up 1 to 14 equals 1 to 14 equals to 105. It's ace to ace. Y2K was because they took away the ace at the beginning and they kept it at the end, and the total of the number count was 104, and that's Casino War. 104 Casino War, or 164, or if you don't want to put 164, you put 1 with 6 with the 1 0, you put the 6, and you add 1, and 6 is 7, and 4, and you have 74 once again. The Einstein theory. What a perfect theory. And all you got to do is look at Rubik's Cube, Monopoly, Backgammon. Because Backgammon tells you. You know, Backgammon tells you, it says you got 2 dice. What's the number? It's 1? Okay, move 1. Well, I want to move 2. Oh, what's your other dice? 2. So now I got 3. So I'm going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you can't do that. Well, why not? Because there's a guy right next to you. There's a guy in 1 and a guy at 2. And yeah, I got 3. No, you have to move each individual dice, individually. Bananas are yellow. Oh, that was correct. That's it. Thank you for watching. 7286. I got to go to bed. It's all of us, my friends. Even if I think and think and I know there's going to be bad things that are going to happen, well, because that's what everybody says. So everybody's saying it, plus I'm hitting all these numbers. I can sort of feel it and see it, and you know what they want? They want waterworks, and they want electric company, and waterworks from go is 12, 6 and 6. The other way is electric company, 12, 6 and 6. If you go all the way around, you can go to Waterworks, or is that a Waterworks at the other end near Marvin Gardens? Marvin Gardens. On the other side. You go all the way around. 29, Waterworks. 29 is birth yellow. 29, yellow equals 92. Black equals 29. Red equals 27. Green equals 49. And so does 8. Isn't that funny? Green 8. 8 equals 49. That's 98. That's the highest you can get. Green and 8. Now listen to this, it's the highest thing you can get. Go to your telephone, okay, W, 23, X, 24, 47 of time, 23, 24, WX, Y, 47, 71. Now you got the Queen, 71, Z, 26. I must have made a mistake. It's supposed to come out to 98. 23, 47, 57, 67, 71, 81, 91, 97. Oh, maybe I am wrong. W, X, Y, Z. 20, 40, 60, 80. 83, 87. 87 and 5 is 92. And 6 is 98. Yeah, it's 98. I don't remember how I got, but that's what it is. Now they removed 9 and 98 is 9 and 8 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. They took out the Z and reduced it to 72. 9 times 8 is 72. Now they reduced it to 72. And they threw it on the 1 key, on the debit machines. The Z, 2 and 6 is 8. Now, on the other side of the phone, they removed the Q. And that's the 17th letter. 9 plus 8 is 17. That is the Q. And they put that on the 1. 1 and 7, 8. 2 and 6, 8. Add them together, it's 43. The Baltic. The tick-tock of the Baltic, something's underneath New Zealand because the N and the Z repeat itself, showing 2 worlds instead of 1 because you have 2 of the same letter. 43, the presidency right now is the 43rd presidency, not the 44th. 44 means the space within. But Grover Cleveland was 22 and 24, which represents Zion, Israel, and 0. So we put this on the 1, and all of a sudden 17 and 26 make 88. It makes 43, Earth and Mars. Earth and Mars, 88, times time, 47. 47 times 88, 47 times 43, because that's what it is. 47 times 43 is 2021 in 7 years from now. But when you make a spiral and you come outside the circle, that's when man started. Well, that took 6 years. Add 6 onto 2013, we're in 2019. Now they took out the Q where the P was. Now the P, when you get to the P, you have to stop because there's a hole. You stop the P, and there's a hole. So you add up A all the way to P, and you get 136. 6 days, 3 days, and 1 day. 6 points for a touchdown, 3 for a field goal, 1 for an extra point. Pretty cuckoo. So you got the P, and you got 136. 1, 3, and 6 is 10. Add them up, you have 7. Now, the Q is gone. You have R and S, PRS. Now the value that what used to be in there used to be a value of 70, standing on guard for the angel resident, and also part of Uranus. And they're talking about, they took the Q out of Uranus, meaning they took something out of your ass, which means, does it have anything to do with communication? Or we're actually really connected to the world of Uranus because of the angle it's on, and that's the right angle. So when you take out the Q from that area, of a total of 70, you now have 53 left over. 5 and 3 is 8. 5 times 3 is 15. The 15 ball. The 15 ball and the 8 ball is the spirit of it, is 86. 86, when you play craps, it's the spirit of 76 is the payout. So now you have a total of 53 and 72, which used to be 70 and 98, which was 168. 168, where I'm adding when I took out the Z and the Q is 168. 168, oh my God, that's 6 days, 7 days of 24 hours equals 168. But now, I'm going to go back and use the lower figure now. It reduced to 72. This reduced to 53. 72 plus 53 is 125. 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. And they talk about the Mayan. Not only that, 125 is also marked off on the swastika, in which they took 1, 2, 5, 8, 9. 1, 2, and 5, 512 megabyte. 5, 1, and 2 is 8. 8 is funny, the way we get 5, 1, and 2, we get to the center is 8. Then we go down to 8 is 16, and over to 9 is 25. 5 by 5 is 25, plus the 125 is 150. 150. 150 in the middle level. In the middle level is the middle 2. In the secondary world, we're in the middle of Rubik's Cube. The 0 is the passage. You have the 2. The 0 is the passage for the 2 entry, 2, 4, 6, 8. For the 2 entry, the 5 is the middle. The circle is the middle, and the 2 is the middle, 2015. But it's at the end of 2000, it ends in 2015. When you come to 2015, 2014 is done, and you've done your bar mitzvah. 3 by 13 equals 39. 20 and 19, S and T, first and last. So we end up in 2012, and even the word 14 is on the cross, and it ends on the cross, because you're at the crosswalk. When you get to the middle of the crosswalk, you can jump back into the Niagara Falls and go back home again. The Great Lakes, Kansas City. We were speaking about 120 and 105. Well, 105 was the Boston Massacre, and 105 is when you got the cross in your back, and you go from 1 all the way to King Ace. It equals to 105. When you multiply it by 4, it's 420, and it's a French expression for 80, in which that French expression and the addition of the initials of the letters, which are Q is always cat. The Q letter equals to 47, and then it equals to 4136, which is part of the Monopoly game, in which you take that number away from 7286, and it says 3150. Creation spirit of Superman, if you want to really take a look at it. You see the way the lines are going down in this Superman? See the round circle on one end and the triangles at the other end? See the cap on this side right here? The cat's ears? So we spoke about Monopoly, and we talked about Waterworks and Electric Company, that it was 12 and 29 away. Let's go the other way around. If I go the other way around, right, I go all the way to 29, and I end up on Waterworks. Now I go backwards from go, and it's 12. 29 and 12 is 41. 41 is the game. 41 is the Mediterranean. A and D, DNA. Raphael 7286. Did we did the thing on the phone? Oh yeah, in the 8th position it says T, U, and B. Well, that's T and U and B is an average of 21. It equals creation of man in the 8th heaven. Neptune. Neptune said, you know what Neptune says in its word? 2-1. What does that mean, 2-1? 1 equals 34. 2 equals 58. And what's funny is that in the game, okay, 1 equals 58, but out of the game, 2 equals 58. So 1 equals 34, and it creates the man on the moon figure. And 34 plus 58, 68, 78, 88, plus the 4 makes 92. It says yellow and black, and that's the color of the bee. And the bee is the football that stings on both ends. 1 to 9 in pool shows you that you have the complete football from 1 to 9. But you need that 1 to 9. How? I'm just trying to think. When you grab the football, do you have 1 to 5? Oh yeah, 1 to 5 in traps. 8, yes. That means your hand is a 5. Forget about 10, because once you have a 5 yards, you're 5 yards away. So you have 2 nickels. And Nichols is a restaurant that was created by Celine Dion. She went there to sing, and there's a whole story about that. But you put your hand on the football, okay? And is it 1 to 9? I saw it. I did a video, and then I said 1 to 9, and 1 and 9 is 10, equaling to the letter J, meaning God puts 2 worlds together, and He can hold it in the palm of His hand. But if you use only one hand to express it, okay, you're actually going 1 to 5, and in between 2, 3, and 4. But the football has 2 points. When you have 2 points of the matter, you got both ends of the stick. You got both ends of the stick, you got everything. So you got a nickel, you put your hand on the ball, the 2 points are showing up, you pass it out, you hit the guy between the numbers, he gets down, he's got a touchdown, he's got 6, 1, and 3 points, and we're praying to God, hallelujah, time will set us free, and we must be good. We must learn what it is to be good, to understand, to have communication. It doesn't matter if you have trust in other people, eventually it'll last. But you have to learn to know what trust is. You have to learn to know what everything, the entire thing of all. Al, the plain Al, well, that means she is all, and she's not, because the cat is not it. The cat songs, the other things that I'm going to say, one more thing before I leave, is in the French or English, but in French, they're using Q. Every time you say 80, anything in 80 is a Q. Anything in 90, it's a Q. And it's all about heaven's birth, which is Q, and that's what they're telling us. The French are telling us. The French are not frogs. They're not stupid. They know. The French, definitely it's the French. It's not North America, because the tuna came out of the lake. Two North Americas, something that duplicated with H and I being the duplication of both of each other. Thank you for watching. Raphael, the 7286 in the constellation of Vegas. I wonder if this video is going to actually upload. Sometimes I just like to go quick just for the hell of it. Ugly teeth.